Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Buddy Matthews and Rhea Ripley are a real-life couple. They currently work in rival promotions. While Ripley is among WWE's top names, Matthews has found much success as part of House of Black in AEW. The Eradicator started her wrestling career more than a decade ago on the independent circuit. She signed with WWE in 2017 and participated in the inaugural Mae Young Classic. Ripley officially joined the NXT roster in 2019 and moved to the main roster in 2021. Since then, she has captured numerous titles, establishing herself as one of the biggest stars in pro wrestling. House of Black member Buddy Matthews recently attended a virtual signing with K&AMP's WrestleFest. During the event, he heavily praised Ripley's WWE run and called himself her #1 fan. "Oh yeah, Rhea Ripley's doing an amazing job in WWE. She's absolutely killing it. I'm her #1 fan, as much as all of her fans want to claim they're the #1, but I'm #1. Yeah, she's killing it." Matthews added that Ripley was on the path to becoming the greatest female wrestler of all time. "I think that she's on the directory to becoming the greatest female performer of all time. That sounds weird coming from me because obviously, I'm biased, but I think that there isn't a performer that can do what she can do. She has a unique look, she continuously changes up her look and stays fresh. She's Australian, so she's got that twang to her voice, so that's also unique to the market. She's jacked like a mother, she works so good. She's on the directory to be the best female to ever do it." H/T, Post Wrestling. Ripley is set to challenge Liv Morgan for the Women's World title at Bad Blood. The premium live event will take place on October 5, 2024, in Atlanta. Bianca Belair shared adorable photos with Rhea Ripley despite being two of the top female stars in WWE. Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley are seemingly close friends behind the scenes. On X/Twitter, the EST recently shared backstage pictures alongside Mommy after this week's Monday Night Raw. Belair also sent the following message to the former Women's World Champion. "Belair and Ripley have been friends since their time together on the NXT roster. The former is the reigning Women's Tag Team Champion alongside Jade Cargill." Buddy Matthews, formerly known as Buddy Murphy in WWE, has seen his fair share of wrestling highs and lows. Now a standout star in AEW, Matthews continues to build his own legacy in the ring. However, outside the squared circle, he is in a unique position, watching his wife, Rhea Ripley, dominate WWE as one of the most powerful and influential women in the business. In a rare interview, Buddy opened up about his thoughts on Rhea's remarkable rise, their relationship's impact on their careers, and his admiration for her relentless work ethic. The power couple, balancing AEW and WWE careers. Being part of two different wrestling promotions has added an interesting dynamic to Buddy and Rhea's relationship. While they have each taken different paths to the top, the shared understanding of the wrestling world has forged an unbreakable bond between them. "We understand each other's lives in a way that not many can," Buddy says. "We both live this crazy schedule, always traveling, performing, and dealing with the pressures of staying at the top." For Buddy, being in AEW while his wife dominates WWE doesn't create competition but instead fuels their support for each other. "I'm her biggest fan, and I think it's mutual," Buddy says with a smile. "Whether I'm backstage at an AEW event or watching her on TV, I'm cheering her on. To see what she's accomplished so far, especially at such a young age, is amazing." Rhea's role in WWE, becoming the Nightmare Rhea Ripley, has seen her career skyrocket in recent years. From her standout performances in NXT to becoming the face of WWE's women's division on Raw, Rhea's transformation into the Nightmare has captivated fans and critics alike. "I knew from the moment I met her that she was going to be a star," Buddy reveals. "She has this intensity that you can't teach. She's not afraid to push boundaries and to break the mold of what people think a women's wrestler should be." One of the most defining moments of Rhea's career came when she captured the WWE Women's World Championship, cementing her as one of the most dominant figures in the business. For Buddy, watching her win that title was an emotional experience. It wasn't just a win for her, it was a win for everyone who believed in her journey, including me. I've seen the sacrifices, the injuries, the long hours she's put in at the gym, and all the mental battles she's had to face. Wrestling with challenges, behind the scenes of their relationship. While both Buddy and Rhea have their individual successes, their relationship is not without its challenges. Balancing two high-profile wrestling careers can take a toll on their personal lives. Buddy admits that time apart is one of the hardest parts of their relationship. We don't see each other as often as we'd like, but when we do, we make the most of it. We keep in touch constantly, whether it's through texts or calls, but nothing replaces being there in person. Despite the challenges, Buddy credits their ability to maintain a strong relationship to their shared passion. At the end of the day, we both love wrestling, and that's a huge part of who we are as individuals. It's something that connects us on a deeper level, and we respect each other's ambitions. When we finally get time together, we can unwind and talk about everything, whether it's work or just everyday life. Buddy's thoughts on Rhea's role as a leader in WWE. As a central figure in WWE, Rhea Ripley has not only become a powerhouse in the ring but also a locker room leader. She's played a pivotal role in guiding younger talent and representing the evolution of women's wrestling. Buddy couldn't be prouder of his wife's leadership qualities. She's a born leader, he says. People gravitate toward her because she's confident, but also because she's genuine. She'll push you to be better because she pushes herself to be better every single day. Buddy is particularly impressed by how Rhea has handled her role in the Judgment Day faction, where she has thrived alongside Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio. Watching her with the Judgment Day has been incredible, Buddy says. She's taken that group to another level, and the chemistry between them is undeniable. What's great is that she's not just a side character, she's an essential piece of that puzzle. Rhea's ability to elevate herself and those around her is something Buddy greatly admires. It's one thing to succeed on your own, but when you're able to lift others up with you, that's a whole new level of greatness. Rhea's doing that every week on Raw, and she's making history in the process. The future, what's next for Rhea Ripley? With so much already accomplished in her WWE career, many are wondering what the future holds for Rhea Ripley. Will she continue to dominate the women's division? Could a crossover feud with male talent be in the cards, further pushing the envelope of gender equality in wrestling? For Buddy, the sky's the limit for his wife. Rhea has only scratched the surface of what she's capable of, he says confidently. She's one of the most versatile performers out there, and she's never satisfied with just being good, she wants to be the best. Buddy even hints at the possibility of Rhea stepping outside of WWE for future projects. I wouldn't be surprised if she ventures into other areas like acting or something else down the road. She's got that kind of star power that transcends wrestling. A lasting legacy, Rhea's impact on women's wrestling as Rhea Ripley continues to make waves in WWE. Buddy Matthews knows that her influence on women's wrestling is already cemented. She's part of that new generation that's changing the game, he says. The women coming up today are inspired by her, and I think that's one of the greatest legacies you can leave. Buddy couldn't be prouder of his wife's journey and the impact she's made on the industry. Rhea's not just a champion, she's a trailblazer. And as her husband, there's nothing more rewarding than seeing the world recognize what I've always known, that she's one of the best to ever step into a ring. As Buddy Matthews continues his own journey in AEW, he remains Rhea's biggest supporter, ready to cheer her on as she carves out her place in wrestling history.